Hey, thank you very much, Mike. Luca just got so much energy. I got to figure out how many Red Bulls is it going to take me to match Luca's energy. Maybe if I went back in time. But first, look what we have in the studio right now. She's posing right now. This is Althea, and we have Fred Newberry from KRAD. Hey, thanks for coming on the show.
First of all, thanks for having us.
Give me a rundown. What is KRAD?
KRAD is the Kirkwood Rescue Avalanche Dogs. It's a 501c3 nonprofit that supports the dogs and their handlers that work on the Kirkwood Ski Patrol.
Althea, she wants to talk right now. So Althea, tell me what you do on an average day. But what do you do with the dogs on an average day?
Yeah, great question. So first thing we do is we get to work, we put them in their uniform so they know that they're at work and their mind shift changes a little bit. Althea, down. So they kind of go into this work mode, which is different than play mode when they're out of their uniform. And then we load up the chairlift, like she's loading up on the chair right now. Down. And then she sits, we ride up, we get to the top of the hill, and then typically they kind of run around for a little bit, get some energy out, and then go into their kennel. And then they're on standby. We're either working or training. And we try to make their training the best possible experience for them ever, so that they love their job when it's time to work, that they're all fired up, and they have just a diligent focus on what they're doing. And basically they're playing fetch.
Exactly.
That's their training, and then their work is ultimately fetching something buried in the snow.
So how many dogs are in KRAD now in the program?
Yeah, great question. So we have Althea, one of our golden retrievers. We have Kumba, who is a golden retriever. We have Momo with Heather. We have Shadow with Adam. We have Boji with Billy, and then we have Huckleberry with Gabe.
Nice. And so a training. So I've done the live burial with you guys in the past. So tell me about that live burial program. And that's the training. Let's talk about that.
It is. So it's progressive, right? You start with a dog that has some good basic obedience skills. Typically doesn't live on furniture. Good girl. And you work on the sit, stay, calm, heel, all those basic obedience traits that you need to be in the workplace, right? Because we're bringing a dog to work, and that's kind of a big deal. So they need to have that. They need to have really good social skills with other animals, with all the guests, with all the employees. So that's kind of step one. And once they're successful doing that, and they show some drive, basically some prey drive, right? So your dogs like to chase squirrels and chipmunks, I imagine. That's a pretty natural reaction for all these dogs, right? Where we find the retrievers and the cattle dogs have a really good work focus. We take that to a toy, to a tennis ball.
Or a glove, right?
Or a glove. Basically whatever we can play fetch with, we throw the ball, the toy, the glove, we have the dog retrieve it, bring it back to us, and then once they're proficient in that, we extend to the person has the ball or the glove, and then they run, and then you have them fetch to the person, right? And then you have that person hide, right? They can hide behind a tree, behind a rock, and then once they're successful in that, you dig a hole in the snow, and you don't bury them, you just put them in there, and you kind of have them pop up and down, kind of like whack-a-mole, right? So the dog knows that they're there, and then they retrieve that person. And then you take it a leap further, where you put snow over that person, and the dog, they go with their instincts, they know they're fetching something, and then their nose tells them what they're looking for buried in the snow. So it's pretty remarkable, like where on a scale of 1 to 10, dogs can smell a 10, we smell a 0, right? This is their sense that they lean on, and then they immediately develop that trust between what they're smelling, what's in the snow, and what's not supposed to be in the snow, and then they just naturally dig to it, right? Because they want that reward of the toy, the praise, the love that we give them when they do a good job.
Yeah, I think I was at Boji's final where I was buried. It was not Dick's Drop. I think maybe it was around Dick's Drop in that area right there. And that was a very unique experience. I mean, you're down about 5 feet. These aren't little holes. They dig these like pits for you to get in, and they literally kind of igloo you in with blocks. And it was super cool. I mean, I wish I had a camera right there when Boji was digging through for me. I remember I was laughing. So a couple things. Let's talk about events, because this is a 501c3, guys. This is a California 501c3, so they need your support to help these dogs. But this is like your front line of rescue at any ski resort that you're around, any one of the Vail resorts, or actually any of the resorts around the basin. So where am I going to find KRAD, and how can I help, one, contribute, and then any events coming up?
Yeah, great questions, Coop, and thanks for that. You can find any of us, on the hill. Any patroller knows the connection to KRAD. Top of Chair 2, we sell T-shirts, hats. We give away stickers as promotional items to to kids, to families, to anyone that's interested. So that's always happening whenever we've got that station open throughout the season. So that's a great opportunity. We have an open door policy. Basically, we want people to come in, kind of know what we do, have the community outreach and education. We are kind of a last resort, right? Whether it's at the ski area or in the backcountry, we train with an idea that we never have to deploy our dogs, right? And then that's been a successful career for them. So that's really kind of our goal. Our mission for KRAD is to find them alive. And again, we train to that standard, but ideally never have to use it, right? Then people are behaving right in the first place, or we're doing our work right proactively. So that's super good. But with that, we take the training very seriously. We work very hard at it. We have a high-performing team that Alpine County or El Dorado County Search and Rescues can lean on, Caltrans, CHP, and mutual aid situations. So there's a lot that goes into it, and the nonprofit definitely supports that. We do have a couple fundraisers that we do. The first is Kirkwood Deep, which you're familiar with.
Yep, for sure.
Great event, December 1st. December 1st out at Kirkwood. So we'll be partnering up with the Kirkwood team. KRAD will be there with their group of volunteers, the dogs, and then we're also partnering with Sierra-at-Tahoe Center this year again for that community outreach and education.
Nice.
And then in the springtime we do our annual fundraiser. So we have food, live music, all the dogs are there, and then basically that's a fundraiser to support our second annual dog school. So we host a dog school at Kirkwood for any and all dog handlers that enroll from within the basin, from North America. They're all welcome to attend up to the capacity that we have, which is around 20 or so at this time, and that's a great event too. So it's continuing education in the basin. Had a really good turnout last year, the week after we closed, and did some really good training with good focus on the dogs, validated a couple, and so those are the two primary fundraisers in addition to the ongoing T-shirt and hat sale effort.
Nice. You guys got to stop at the top of Chair 2, get yourself a hat or a T-shirt, and then what's the website real quick?
We do not have a website, but we are active on social media. Facebook and Instagram are both Kirkwood Rescue Avalanche Dogs.
Nice. Hey, you guys support the program. It's an amazing program out there. We'll be right back after message. We're going to get right into weather.